Hey guys, Doug here again, continuing in our little 1x1 series with a 3-inch tall piece of basswood today. We're going to make little Santa Claus. Little Santa Claus face. I've got Santa on the brain, Santa faces on the brain this year, because I'm not done yet, because I got another idea to do still. But fun little Santas. And we're using the whole block of wood. But if you have the means to split one in half and you want to make it lighter for a Christmas ornament, go for it. But that's still light enough on its own. But real fun, easy little carve. But it's just fun to have it in our little 1x1 series. And I think that's my favorite one. But that's what we're making. And I think you're going to like it. I really like it. Real fun carve. Now, before we do that, though, we have to thank our sponsor, Wood Carving Illustrated. My goodness, this last issue was a gem. I was so happy with this one. Great projects, tips and tricks. They had a whole bunch of finishing tricks, tips. Two articles by one of my favorite carvers, Bruce Ankeny. 2 plans, I should say, of a Santa and a snowman. But I want to show you something else here. I flipped through this really quick when I opened it in the last video, and I didn't even clue in that they stuck me in there again. Carving with Linker. But look at this. See this? I've got to give a shout out and a big thanks to Stan. Stan made me this, but he sent it to Wood Carving Illustrated, and they had to ship it to me, and there it is in the magazine. So anyway, all this to say is they give me a promo code LINKER, all caps, LINKER, and if you're so inclined, or if you want to give this to a gift for, if you want to give this as a gift to someone, this is the time. This is November, December is right around the corner, and we'll make a great gift for you. You could drop hints to your wife or your friends, and yeah, get on it. Use a promo code LINKER, and they'll give you some little extra little goodies, some little downloadable plans and stuff. So, yeah, let's carve a little Santa face in a 1x1. All right, we got our little block of wood here, 3 inches tall, 1x1. All right, one measurement, dead center. Right, that's it. So, 1.5 inches. All right, now before we do anything, I'm going to take the sharp edges off the corners here. All right, we'll leave the front part, but the other 3 sides, we'll just take the corners off here. All right. And, you know, ideally, we're going to take all the... I always want, again, I'll say it again because I say it every time, I always want to say factory edge, but it's not factory. This is exposed wood. Any saw marks or anything. And, yeah, make it all the areas cut. We want to know that this is carved, and we don't want the paint to take differently to uncarved wood, which it does. All right, so that's where we are. From the top, we're just going to go, call it a quarter inch, all right? And from there, I'm going to come down on an angle, and as you can see from this, I'm going to get the little profile of what we're doing here. Just going to come down here. Just going to set in the top of the hat. We're going to give ourselves the parameters for our little Santa. All right. And when we do that, we can follow that down just a little bit and come a little bit each way. All right. All right. That's the top of the hat. Same thing at the bottom. And that is the bottom of his beard. This is just a fun little, simple little whittle. We're going to use a gouge in a minute, but you know, we got into this little 1x1 series, and we've got Santa Clauses in every different shape or form, so might as well do a little 1x1 face. I left the I did it like this just to be a little bit different. I think it feels a little bit artsy if you leave one side like that and then have the ball on the other side. I don't know, you tell me, but I think it's cute. All right, okay, center line. bottom of the nose, all right? That's all we're doing. Bottom of the nose, right? Put you deep. Then I'm going to come up. Just give a little bit of an angle up. All right. That's from the nose. But before we do that, we're going to do the ball. And that line, like we said, is the center of the ball. You can make your ball as big as you want, but I think if we just do a 1/4 inch above and below, that should be oodles, right? And what we're doing for that, we're going to put a couple V-cuts, like so. All right, we're going to come in. Just going to do a little straight cut here. A little hidden V-cut is what that is. I'm going to come across with that. See that? All right. Come down. Same with this side. You come up and come down. And that is our rough little ball. See that? Okay. Let's take some of this wood off of here. All right. Gonna do it sooner or later, all right? All right. Okay, leave it alone for now. Now, we need to attach that ball to the hat, all right? So, I'm gonna take my knife, I'm gonna put a fairly deep cut in there. Same this way. All right. Now let's see, I'll draw a line here. That's gonna be the little tip of the hat, all right? But we're not there yet. All right. Then we're going to put our little eye line up here, about good 5/16, almost 3/8, all right? And all we're going to do to start with is we're going to take our little 5mm number 9, and we're just going to go across. That's all we're going to do. One of many, many passes. If you guys have been following along with these Santas, you'll know this is just the first step. All right. Just make it a little bit rounder. All right. All right. Now we got our nose is a funny shape, so we're going to bring that down. All right. Okay. Now we can soften that top of that eye where the ridges are from the gouge. All right. Okay. Now, the width of our nose. Remember, like we always say, we can go what? We can go bigger? No, we can't go bigger. We can only go smaller. So we start big. If we want to go bigger, center line on there. Okay. Again with the gouge, I'm just going to run up. Just staying off of that center line. So I'm going to have a bridge of the nose. All right. All right. Then I'm going to go over here and dig in again. Like I said, we'll do this a few times. Clean that up by digging it out. All right. There we go. Take my knife and shape that nose a little bit. All right, we're on our way. There's our profile. Now, while we're here, I guess let's take some little corners off the bottom of the nose each way. And we're going to decide how wide our nose is. Right. So typically it would be the pupil of the eye if it was centered, but we're not quite there. But anyway, all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my knife in on that little angle that I did. I'm going to stick it straight in there, and then I'm going to do a little cut across here, and that sets up our little chip cut here that we're going to come across. Pop that out. See that? All right. So watch again. I'm going to stick the knife straight in. I'm going to come across and across. Pop that out. All right. There we go. Round that beard area off. Okay. Take the point off the nose. Give it a little shape. There we go. All right, now, still working on that. That's our nose. So what we're going to do now is we want to get that depth in here on the inside corner of the eyeball. All right, so I can take this. You can use a little bead tool. This is a 4mm number 11. I'm just going to go in like that, and I'm going to come down like that, just to give some depth in there. All right. Yeah. Give some depth and shapes the top of the nose. Gives it a little edge. All right. I think that 11 could have been a hair smaller, but it all works. Right? Okay, what do you want to do now? Well, we got to, there we go, clean this out. See, I'm softening those eye sockets there. If he was really angry, we'd keep that harsh eyebrow. But it's Santa. So I'm going to keep those going right over to the edge here. All right. Now we got to get the rest of our guy here going. So I'm going to match that angle there to here. All right. All right. Same idea here then. Just draw a little egg shape like that. All right. So let's go around and take all these out. You can use a V-tool if you got a V-tool. Just using my knife here. Try and make a nice clean edge on there. Try. All right. Let's do it again over here. Like so. All right. Flatten her out a little bit. So. And all the way around this one. Now we've got our shape. Now we know all the parameters that we got to stay inside of, right? So I take my knife, run her all around. we go. That's it. That's where we're at. Okay, now we got a little bit of a mess here with that ball we got to clean up. So I'm going to get that beard down to the ball. All right. And we got to get that cheek cleaned up against the ball. All right. There, I like that. All right. Now, as you can see, the ball hides the hair on one side. We got a little bit of hair on this side. But regardless, we still got to thin the temple area. All right. But we can't do that until we know where our hat's going to be. So I'm going to keep that hat fairly close to the top of the eyes there. We're not going to have a lot of room for a little band of fur, but we can do it. So take my knife, come around. It's going to come up to that. We'll get that forehead back anyway. That's perfect. All right. All right, well, our hat is in place. Point number 9, up between the brows. All right, I'm just going to set up our eyebrows. Take the corners off of them. So, all right. Okay, like I was saying, we're going to thin those temples there, so let's go this way. See that? Clean up the hat, are we? Alright, same thing here. I'm gonna come down. But I'm leaving the little space for hair. See that? There. Okay. Now, see that naturally came across there, but we gotta join these up. Alright, so I'm gonna bring the hair to the outside. See, I brought the hair to the side. Now I'm going to join the beard to the hair. We got a nice separation. There we go. Take a little chip. I'm going to take that corner out of the cheek. Puff up that cheek a bit. Come on. Come on. There. See, we just pop that cheek up. The same thing on this side. There we go. Nice big fat cheeks now. And again, these little shadow cuts are always good. Okay. Okay. I got some chew marks on the side. I'm going to take another pass. Get rid of them. Because it happens. that nose up a little bit more too. Same as nose needs to be a little bit more upturned. I think we're ready to put some eyeballs in there. All right. So take my pencil and draw one straight line across there. On our moon guy, we went ahead and we did them closed, but in this case, we're gonna get them opened up. All right. Draw them so they look halfway the same. And all we're gonna do is I'm gonna stick my knife in there on an angle. Pop the chip out. All right. Other side, straight in, angled up, pop the chip out. Okay. Come across the bottom, come down. All right. Now join the top and the top two sides. Take the chip out. There we got an eyeball. If you can do it without putting in pencil lines, sure looks better. Carve off my pencil lines. Right. Okay, this side, stick it in. Up. Chip out. Straight in. Up. Chip out. Across the bottom. Chip down. Across the top. Chip up. Alright. And then we'll just round those little eyeballs as best we can. And cut off those pesky pencil lines. Get my brush. Alright, there is 2 eyeballs. Now, what we're going to do is give them some eyelids. Alright? So for that, I'm just going to take a little, about 3mm V-tool. I'm just going to go right above and into the nose, curving down. I'm going to hit the nose, I'm going to stop and come around the outside, swoop her down. Yep. Come around top. With the hair, we're running out of real estate, but you just got to have it there, that's all. Right around into the nose. Okay, now I'm going to take that line there, I'm going to come down. Okay, see what I'm saying? I'm going to come down, put a little slice there. A little chip. See that? We just took off. Same thing here, even though we have no room. Alright. Now I'm going to take the same little number 11, or a V-tool. You can take this, let's use the V-tool. I'm going to come around the bottom of the eye. See that? Come around to the nose and to that little lip we cut there. Look at that. 2 eyeballs. Nose is a little wonky. Let's keep looking at them. Keep everything uniform. It's getting crazier the more I play with it. Alright. Alright. There we go. We're getting there. See, fuzzy there. Okay, let's just cut that. We don't even have to cut it. We got the tools, let's use them. Let's run the V tool right around the hat here. Put a little smaller bit of trim on there. And bring that line straight up a little bit more. There we go. There we go. That works. Okay. Let's thin that down to the ball. I'm just working my way all around here. All right. So now let's look at this beard here. It's round and round. And we're going to do a fairly simple mustache. And I really like this style. And a lot of people are using it now, and I don't really know who came up with it. I see there's a fellow down there at Rustic Road Studios. I see it there. I see Sarah doing it. I see Dave Stetson doing it. I see all kinds of people using it, so I kind of like it, so I'm going to use it. But it's a nice, you can get carried away and do the big mustache and the lips and everything. But I'm a fan of the simple little upturn. Always stay a little bit, it's not down here, it's closer to the nose. But we're just going to give a little, start, yeah, outside of those lines. Then I'm going to take my knife straight in. And just like that. I'm going to come up fairly deep on the outsides. Undercut that a little bit. He looks pretty happy. There we go. That works. I can round that a little bit over too. They're good little, for a little 3-inch block of 1x1. Like I said, we figured it out. It's pretty cheap in the long run. So it's a fun little whittle. Really gets you a little bit more confident with your eyes and whatnot. But speaking of, we should put a little eyeball on there. All right. Make him come alive. Look at that. He just arrived. The eyeball, he just arrives. All right. All right. I'm not sure what I was thinking here. Kind of did the opposite way. Stick that in. Always looking for a shadow if I can get one. Like that. Okay. Now we got some hair and we got some eyebrows. So the hair, I'll start with at number 9. Just kind of come down. couple little slices with a knife. Get some good hair texture. And good enough, right? All right. One little fleck in there. Come on. All right. Eyebrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm counting, but for no reason. I didn't never count them. Just making noise. I like to go down after I go up to just kind of bring it down into it. I mean, so I got it here, and now I'm going to come down just over the hill. Just over the hill a little bit. All right. Now, we can do lots of different things. We can give it some texture to that ball. All right. We can do that with the hat. That's a thin band, so let's do that with the hat. Let's do that thin band again. I think this is my new favorite band. I think I did that in the last Santa too. Just kind of hollowed out the middle. It's easy, and it's not too busy, right? We'll do a couple little scoops in them. Why not? All right. See, you know what I was going to do? Let me show you something here. I was going to do this on both sides, and I started farting around with it. See that? And then on this side, I was going to turn the ball to hair on this side. I see that? Ball, and then hair on this side, which is ball on this side. And I was showing my wife, and I was talking about it, I said, I should be an elf or something different, but it would be hard to do an elf in Santa. But then she said, well, what side are you going to display if you hang it on the tree? And I said, yeah, that seems like a waste. So if you want to do something fun, you can put like some mistletoe or something on the other side and make sure you sign your name and whatnot. But yeah, it's lots of options. See, I'm not stopping. I'm going. I wasn't going to do this. I was going to leave it plain, and here I am. But we'll keep it minimal. We'll just use the gouge. Little turning little slices. We turn one way this way, we'll turn this one that way. Down here. Oh yeah. I'm gonna dig out that mouth again. I'm gonna dig out that mouth. I'm gonna give a little sliver of an undercut. All right. Come on out. You're free. Come out. Turkey. There it goes. There it goes. And then every time you go down, you hit your gouge on the bottom. Now we gotta go back and keep that edge nice and clean if we can. All right. Should be using my V-tool. I still have in my head to not add tools, but all right, we're almost there. Let's take a flat spot off the top. flat off the bottom. We already did that. And let's just take a little, oh, before we do that, we gotta get those saw marks off the top. Saw marks out the bottom. Okay, now we're just gonna go around, take some facets off there. Give it a nice finished look. And facets are cool. Straight facets are cooler. Alright. Let's just go ahead. I won't put water on it because everybody will say, what are you putting water on for? So I'm going to put some oil on here just to highlight the little carving we did. I just made some painting videos and some tool videos. If you go back, there's probably a dozen or more Christmas ornaments and stuff. So we've got lots to do here, but I'm not done with Santas yet. For some reason, I feel that this year is the year of the Santa face, and I'm going to start doing it in a couple different mediums still before we're done. So there's a little Santa Claus and a 1x1. Fun, quick little project, and like I said, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like the little frame on one side and the ball cut in the other side. I think it feels a little artsy-fartsy, so there you go. Leave it alone. Leave it alone, Doug. All right, there we go. There we go with our little Santa Claus and a 1x1 by 3-inch tall piece of basswood. I like this. I hope you guys are going to hammer out a whole whack of these. And it's such a fun little carve. Like I said, how long did that really take? And you can give these to gifts, your co-workers, your friends, your enemies if you do a bad job. And yeah, make them display it on their desk, even if it's a crappy one. That'll always get them. Anyway, there you go. I dig it. Really like it. And don't forget, Wood Carving Illustrated. Promo code LINKER, all caps, LINKER. And be sure to check them out in the link in the description. And we will be back again with another video. This may be the last week for merch. If there's a link in the description for merchandise, it's available. If it's gone, they're gone for a year. So get it now while you can. And magazine, carve a whack of Santas. See you next time. All right.